Angela Coffey. I work for the Crystal Dreams Foundation. It's a nonprofit organization founded by Tim and Pamela Coffey, primarily for scholarships. I was born and raised in Richmond. Both parents migrated to the area. My father, this is my father, Robert Coffey, and his father, Benjamin Coffey. They are originally from Leeton, Alabama. He migrated here 7 years after World War II. There were other family here in town, and he was wanting to get away from the Jim Crow laws in the South. So that was part of the Great Migration. And my mother, Barbara Robbins, she is originally from Mount Vernon, Kentucky. And my grandfather originally came to the area because of work. He stayed at a boarding house with men and worked in the area, would travel back to Kentucky on the weekends, and then finally he saved enough money to bring his whole family up. So I chose to stay in Richmond for a period of time. I moved to Dayton for around 8 years. I did property management in Dayton. And then around 2015, my mother became ill. She was diagnosed with cancer, lung cancer, brain cancer. So I moved back to the area to be able to care for her. And then she passed in 2016, and I've been in the area ever since. I am the primary caregiver for my brother, Herbie. He's older than me, and he's mentally handicapped. And then also, I like to say I inherited my brother and also our dog, Sissy. That was my mother's dog. So I inherited them both and stayed in the area because of them. I established myself through hard work and education. I worked at Warrenley Youth and Family Treatment Center for some time. And just building a strong work ethic with Warrenley. I've worked at Centerstone, and then now with the Crystal Dreams Foundation. So hard work and education. So I like to say, I didn't necessarily choose this field chose me. Just because coming up, I had my own challenges as a teenager, and always wanted to reach back and help those who were kind of similar to me, because I had mentors and teachers and things like that who were very impactful for me. So that's how I got into the field. So my business, my major was in business in college. So I have a love for business, real estate, and also the mental health field and nonprofit organizations. So I believe that what I do with the Crystal Dreams Foundation is very impactful for the community. Since we are a small, tight-knit community, there are limited resources, especially with college, education, scholarships specifically. The Crystal Dreams Foundation has granted over $100,000 in scholarships since it was founded in 2001. So that's something that's really impacted the local community. And then also with the Step Up program, just teaching young people the keys to success in business. That's been very rewarding for me personally, and I know for Tim and Pam as well. So I would say the most defining moments in my career is seeing the students achieve. So whether it's someone who goes off to college, whether it's someone who goes into a specific field that they enjoy, those are really the most pivotal and important. I would tell someone, in order to get to the next point, to stay positive, definitely in everything that you do. Definitely pray, ask God for guidance, seek counsel through Him. I like to say, just like Don Stanley, I feel like I do have an uncommon favor, and I do that, and I think that I've benefited from that uncommon favor through God. But yeah, just staying positive, and don't consider an obstacle in your path as a roadblock, but just as a challenge, and you can get past it, go around it the best you can, and continue to move forward. Entrepreneurship runs in our family. My father was an entrepreneur. He had his own barbecue restaurant on North 13th and Main Street. So entrepreneurship definitely runs in my blood. My brother Tim, also successful entrepreneur. My brother Robert, successful entrepreneur, had his own appliance company in Dayton for over 30 years. So entrepreneurship definitely runs in our family. Then I started B.L.M. Real Estate, which B.L.M. is our father's nickname. And then I started Legacy CMOS. Yeah, it's definitely, we're kind of a multi-talented family, or if you want to put it in that term. Yeah, so entrepreneurship definitely is a big part of who I am. You have to have the drive. No one is going to be there to hold your hand, to make the calls, to sell the product. So you have to have drive to get it done. So I feel like, with the entrepreneurs in the family, that's what they've had, and I truly believe that it was an inherited trait, because we have four out of 8 who are entrepreneurs.